Hello, welcome back. My name is Bronson, and today we're carrying on with the quest we were doing, which is called Biohazard, with the end goal to get do the easy Ardoin Diaries quest, and then get our teleport cloak so we can teleport to more places. So last time we wrapped up, we just hopped over the wall to get back in here and do something. We've got to sneak into the mourner's headquarters, I think, and then steal that lady's equipment back. That's what we were doing. So let's head over here. We still got the gas masks on, always looking good. Squeeze through this fence. Oh, hey, lucky we had a light breakfast. Pick up the rotten apple in the garden. This is a rotten apple. Use a rotten apple on the cauldron. Don't eat it. Okay, we're making something. You place the rotten apple in the pot, it quickly dissolves into the stew. Anyone who eats this stew is going to have a bad time now. Okay, so we just... that's clearly slightly skipping something, but you know, just casually poisoning people. I think it's really hungry. Okay, use this salmon. Nope, on the cat please. Come on cat, you can do this. Kitten. The kitten gobbles up the fish. There we go. We're good pet owners now. Now, we've looked after the cat. We've poisoned some people. Maybe. Let's go see where we're going next. The cupboard in Sarah's house. Just run through the graveyard quick. Or next to it. House is just here. And there's Nurse Sarah in here. Well, I'm going to open this cupboard. Take what I'm meant to take from here. But I am also just going to talk to her and see if she has anything to say. You find a medical gown. Equip that. Wow, the drip is something. Let's see what Nurse Sarah has to say. Hello, nurse. I don't know how much longer I can cope here. What, is the plague getting to you? No, strangely enough, the people here don't seem to be affected. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that plague wasn't real. It's just the awful living conditions that is making people ill. I was under the impression everyone here was affected. Me too, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Figured it out. So their living conditions are horrible, so they're just treating people badly and blaming it on a plague. That seems reasonable. But I'm assuming because we're now dressed as a nurse, they'll let us in. A doctor? I didn't think there's only you left around here. I heard there was some trouble with food poisoning here. You're right. Head on in and see what you can do. Nice. So there's a few of them in here doing something. They're cooking up some stuff. What am I doing? Go upstairs and kill the mourner there. Okie dokie. Just a little bit of murder in the morning. That's how I like to start my days. I'm not getting any Slayer points for this, but it's a quest point I'll be getting, so as long as there's some point reward on my murder, I'm okay. Let's get this guy. Okay, good start. You're only level 13, it should be easy. Oh, my damage is going slow, but he's not really doing anything to me, so I'll take it. The mourner drops a key as he dies. Search the crate in the cage area for Elena's distillation. So let's open this. Distillator, not distillation. Are you in this crate? Are you in this crate? Are you in this crate? You can't reach that. Are you in this crate? What about this crate? It's got to be this crate. I think it's this crate. Okay. Can I get the crates in the corner? Is there a top and bottom crate here? Search the crate and find nothing. Oh. Hey, I searched that crate like twice. Okay, we've got the distillator. Return to Elena, go back downstairs or teleport out. I don't have an Ardoin teleport, so I'm guessing we're going to jump back over the wall. Just over here. I don't know if we're going to have to do more pigeon stuff or whether that one flock of pigeons we released is enough to distract them forever. If so, you know, they're probably not the best watchtower guards if they see a few birds and then that's them distracted forever. Well, you know, I guess when you're in trying to keep a town under wraps, you can't exactly have like the best recruitment options. You just take who you can get. But this will hop me down over the wall. Bosh. Okay, so we're out of there again. And then we can run back to Elena and give her distillator, and then she'll go, but there's no difference in the air here or something. And then they'll be like, oh no, it's all a sham. There's no plague. And then I'll get loads of points for figuring that out a while ago. And my monitor's just turned off. Okay, and it's back. There we go. Let's open this door, see what she has to say. You're back. Did you find the distillator? Yes, here it is. Great, now I can finally run these tests. She uses the distillator to run some samples. I don't understand. The touch paper hasn't changed colour at all. What does that mean? I'm not sure. My old mentor in Varrock, Guidor, might know though. Can you take these to him and see what he thinks? You'll need to drop by the chemist in Remington first to pick up some more touch paper. Elena gives you the plague sample along with 3 vials. Now, last time I went to see Guidor, someone told the guards I was carrying some plague samples. Annoyingly, that means they've started searching everyone going into that part of the city. Ironically, the guards won't be smart enough to recognise the sample itself, so you should be able to get that in just fine. They'll probably confiscate the rest though. So what do I do? Well, I know the chemist has still been managing to get chemicals to Guidor. Maybe he can help you smuggle the things in. Great, let's go do that. So let's put on our dope clothes again. We're going to head to Remington and then give them some stuff. So supposedly there's a boat in the Ardoyne dock that we can take to Remington. Let's go do that. I like a nice boat ride. So we've got to head over this way. It's 30 gold pieces. We've got 66 because we're balling, we're rich. So let's run around to that boat and get to Remington. Right, this looks like the boat, and here is Captain Barnaby. Hello there. Would you like to travel somewhere? I can take you to Remington or Brimhaven for 30 coins. Let's go to Remington. Okay, so now we are here. We need to find a chemist. Please get off the boat. I've got to click on the gangplank. So the chemist looks like he's right here, which is convenient. And that should save us some teleports if we can take this boat. So it's nice that they told us about this. Let's talk to the chemist. Lamps, your quest, impling jars. Your quest. Sorry, I'm afraid we're closing now. You'll have to come back another time. But I was sent from Elena from Ardoyne. Well, that's different then. Must be pretty important for her to send you all this way. She asked me to pick up some touch paper for a guy called Guidor. Guidor? This one's on me then. I owe him more than a few favours. I should warn you though. Getting to him might not be easy if you're carrying any chemicals. The guards are searching anyone heading to that part of Varrock. Oh, right. So, am I going to be okay carrying these 3 vials with me? With touch paper as well? You're asking for trouble. You'd better use my errand boys outside. Give them a vial each. I must warn you though, they do have a habit of stealing things. Well, that's no good. How do I stop them from stealing my vials? Just make sure you give them something they have no reason to steal. One's a painter, one's a gambler, and one's a drunk. Not ideal, I know, but if you pay peanuts, you'll get monkeys, right? The chemist gives you some touch paper. Now don't stand around here gassing. This is clearly important to Elena. You'll find Guidor's home in the southeast corner of Varrock. Okay. Work out what ingredient to give. Oh, my cat wants attention. Hold everything that I'm doing. Find my cat. Where's it gone? There you are. You are hiding. You want some attention? We'll give you some attention. Interact with this cat. Let's stroke him. Nice. This cat sure loves to be stroked. Let's see if we can see how old he is. Time until proximate. A fully adult, 2 hours, 1 minute. Yeah, we're getting there. So, what ingredient we're going to give Hobbs? Hi, I've got something for you to take to Varrock. Sounds like pretty thirsty work. Well, there's an inn in Varrock if you're desperate. Don't worry, I'm a pretty resourceful fellow, you know. Or if I give him sulfuric broline, that sounds like something that he'd die if he drank it. So, you know, let's not do that. Okay, I'll see you in Varrock. Sure, I'm a regular at the Dancing Docky Inn as it happens. What is it? Then expensive colourless liquid. So I'm going to give... So this guy is a painter. Well, that's my job, yes, but I don't necessarily define my identity in such black and white terms. Good for you. Can you take me a vial? Let's give him the Athenia, because you can't paint with something that's colourless, I guess. And we'll give this dude the honey and then see how wrong we are. There we go. Liquid honey. Go speak to Hops Chansey in Varrock. So that's time for a teleport. Okay, our magic is high enough now. We don't need the chronicle. And then there's a pub somewhere. I wonder how much of the stuff we have lost. So let's go find out. Alright, looks like we've been stopped at the gate as we're trying to get in. Please don't disturb me. I've got to keep an eye out for suspicious individuals, says the guard. Okay, what can I... Hi, I need to conduct a search on you. There have been reports of someone bringing a virus into this area of Varrock. The guard searches you. You may now pass. Well, that's convenient. So straight in there. Now we need to head back in to this pub to see what we've got. Hi, I hope your journey was as pleasant as mine. Well, they always say it's always sunny in Gillinor. Nice. Cool. So we've got the Athena from him. Let's talk to Chansey. We've got the... Next time, give me something more valuable. We knew what was happening. Pretty thirst-inducing, actually. Please tell me you haven't drunk the contents. Oh god, no. Nice, 3 out of 3. I am happy with that. Now we need to talk to someone to get a priest gown. Ooh, this is as if he is a... Oh, he's got good taste in colour, I'd say. Now, you look like someone who goes to a lot of fancy dress parties. What are you saying exactly? I'm saying that perhaps you would like to peruse my selection of garments. Or, if that doesn't interest you, then maybe you have something else to offer. I'm always on the lookout for interesting or unusual new materials. Well, do you have a priest gown that I need? Well, I do sell them. I don't hand them out for free though. This is a shop, not a charity. Please, it's really important. Well, I suppose you can have this old one. It's not in good enough condition to sell. Hell yes, that's what I like. Old ass clothes that you can't sell anywhere else. There you go, we've got the priest gown, but the purple hat, gloves and shoes, that's how we roll. Next is to talk to Gidor in his house. Who is Gidor? We're gonna find out. He's a man with a rocking chair. He looks comfy as hell. Hello, you must be Gidor. I understand that you are well. It's just my wife asking priest to visit me now. I'm a man of science, for God's sake. I know she means well, but it's only a little cough. She made out it was something more serious. Well, it's not killed me yet, so what do you want? I've come to ask your assistance in stopping a plague. You mean the plague of West Ardoin? That's the one. I have a sample here from your former student, Elena. Elena, eh? Yes, she wants you to analyse it. You might be the only one who can help. Right then, sounds like we'd better get to work. I have the plague sample. Now I'll be needing some liquid honey, some sulfuric bromine, and then some athenia. Indeed. Now I'll just apply these to the sample and... I don't get it. The touch paper has remained the same. That's why Elena wanted you to do it, because she wasn't sure what was happening. Well, that's just it. Nothing has happened. I don't know what this sample is, but it certainly isn't toxic. What about the plague? This result can only mean one thing. There is no plague. It seems that someone has been lying about all of it. The only question is, why? Well, this is worrying. I better go and tell Elena right away. Yes! The plague is a hoax. I am a genius. Today is a good day. So let's head back to Ardoin. We'll do some more teleports and I will run back and then we'll catch up when we're there. Back at Elena's house. Let's see what she has to say about this scam. You're back. So what did Gidor say? Nothing. He ran his tests and discovered nothing. The plague. It doesn't exist. Doesn't exist? I don't understand. Why? I don't know, but I think we're about to uncover something huge. Well, I think there's only one thing for it. The king must be confronted. The king? Yes, King Lathas of East Ardoin. He was the one that had the wall built. He was the one who called the mourners in. He must know what's really going on here. Well, I better go and speak to the king then. You'll find him in his castle. Alright, let's go convince this king that this random stranger he's never seen has figured out his dark secret. So just let ourselves into the king's room, because, you know, doors don't stop us. And let's talk to the king of East Ardoin. I assume you're King Lathas of East Ardoin. You assume correctly, but where'd you get such impertinence? I got a feeling from finding out that the plague is a hoax. A hoax? I have never heard such a ridiculous thing. I have evidence from Gidor of Varrock. Ah, I see. Well, then you are right about the plague, but I did it for the good of my people. When is it ever good to lie to people like that? When it protects them from a far greater danger, a fear too big to fathom. I don't understand. When my father was king, he ruled over a united Ardoin, but on his deathbed, he could not decide which of his sons should succeed him, so he had the city split into two. I became king of East Ardoin, while my brother, Tyrus, ruled over West Ardoin. My brother was a good man, and was great at many things. Being a king was not one of them. Rather than looking after his people, he went on numerous expeditions to the lands west of here. On one of those expeditions, he was captured by the forces of the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord agreed to spare his life, but only on one condition, that he would drink from the Chalice of Eternity. So what happened? The Chalice corrupted him. He joined forces with the Dark Lord, the embodiment of pure evil. And so I erected the wall, not just to protect my people, but to protect all the people of Gielinor. Tyrus is king of West Ardoin. Sealing off the city was the only way to stop him and the Dark Lord. I knew people would never believe the truth, so I had a plague make up as an excuse for the cordon. I'm not proud of it, but it was the only way to keep people safe. I see. Well, at least I know now. While my brother is still at large, I must ask that you keep this a secret. We can't bring the wall down until we know he is no longer a danger. But how do we stop him? You're willing to help? Gods be praised. My brother is currently gathering strength in the lands to the west. If we are to stop him, we must find a way through the mountains. There is an underground pass that should lead through, but it is full of danger. Return to me when you are ready to face this peril. Until then, I give you permission to use my trading area. It's located to the northwest of the city. I'll also let the mourners know that you are a friend to Ardoin. You will be allowed to pass through the gates to West Ardoin whenever you please. Now you better be off. You have much to prepare for. Okay, that is biohazard complete. So the stakes went from, he's just, making up a little plague, probably for something bad, to the Dark Lord is coming, and we're gonna go fight him. So that escalated quickly. I didn't quite expect that to come out of it, but we got some quest points. We got 1,250 thieving XP, which will be our first thieving XP, and access to some camp. Let's hit him with the I don't think so for now. Hey, thieving level 10. We can steal stuff good now. I can pickpocket from farmers. Well, that just seems rude, but that could be something fun worth doing. Okay, it is a new day, and starting a new day means starting a new quest, so we're gonna head straight into doing the next one, which was the Easy Ardoin Diary. We have now completed Biohazard and Rune Mysteries, and we got 5 thieving for completing Biohazard, so we're gonna go straight into that. The king does have a quest for us to do, I think, but we'll come back to him later. Oh, black scimitar. Let's pick that up. I don't know what that's doing there. Door is locked. Okay, sure, fine. I won't just steal stuff from the guy's castle. Seems a bit unfair, but we'll accept it. Where are we going? We are going down here to Yanil. So let's have a run over to there. I'll find a bank on the way and stop in here and drop off. Actually, we won't stop in here. We'll stop. Is there one down here? Yes. We'll stop in here, drop off the stuff we don't need, pick up. It says we need a rusty sword and a silk, but I imagine we'll be able to get that on the quest, because I don't want to go all the way back to the Grand Exchange. If not, we shall figure it out. But let's start running. We are now in Yanil. We need to talk to or view Alex Hunter Emporium. We've banked some stuff. We've got some more fish out of the bank, so hopefully this time our cat won't leave us. And we will be responsible owners that won't need to have the RSPCA called on them. Let's see how long we've got until this is an adult cat. Approximately 1 hour and 31 minutes. So we're halfway there. We'll get there in no time. So let's head into here. Open the door. And inside is Alec. This is Alec. Hello, Alec. Hello. And a most warm welcome to my Hunter Emporium. We have everything the discerning hunter could need. Would you like me to show you our range of equipment, or is there something specific you're after? Okay, let's see what you've got. Rabbit snares, bird snares. So this is for catching things. A magic box. What's a magic box? A magical catching box. Was I meant to be doing something here? Go out fishing on the fishing trawler. Did I need to buy a fishing rod or something? Or was this just a checkbox? You don't have any fishing stuff. Value magic imp box pack. Interesting. No idea what we're here for then. That's fine. We're now going out on a fishing trawler, which will be fun. Heading over to Port Khazard. Oh, there's a fight arena on the way as well. Okay, let's head over there and see what's up. So we're by the fishing trawler now, and on the way I decided to actually read the bright red message that appeared in the chat box. So talking to this guy was clearly an easy task in the Ardoin area, so this is a bit of an achievement hunters one, which is probably why the quest is called Ardoin Easy Diaries. Speaking of, this cat wants some attention, so we shall give it some attention. There you go. That cat loves to be stroked. Where am I going? Good day to you, sir. Well, hello, my brave adventurer. What are you up to? Getting ready to go fishing. I've got all the supplies at the end of the shop. Could I help? Well, of course you can. I'll warn you, though, the seas are merciless. You need fishing level 15. I don't have fishing level 15, do I? No, 7. Okay, well, the thing's pointing me this way anyway. Can I just cross anyway, or do I need to get to level 15 fishing first? Okay, I guess I need to get to 15 fishing and then talk to this guy again. So I guess we'll go do that. I've not looked into the fishing skill at all, really. Last time I was fishing was in Lumbridge. It might just be worth going there again or finding a new fishing spot. Because what can I actually fish for is the question. So small net. I can do shrimp, guppy, which is after below Karambwanji. Can I do a rod fishing yet? Oh, I can. If I get a rod and bait, I can find sardine. Where can I type like sardine into the map? Can you tell me where? No. Man, I wish this map had better filters or an easier way to filter stuff. But let's head to somewhere. Okay, let's just do what we know. I'm going to head back to Lumbridge, fish for some more shrimp until I get to 15, which might take a minute, but I'll put it on in the background, and then we can do this next part of the quest. And so begins the fishing for shrimp, which might take a while. I brought an axe and a tinderbox as well, so I can at least cook the shrimp that I catch, build up some of the cooking skill as well. But I'll check back in once we hit 15. Okay, so I've just had a genius moment. Turns out just because the fishing spots say shrimp over the top of them doesn't mean you can't fish for other stuff in it. So I went and got my rod and some bait, and now we're catching sardines, which should make this a bit quicker, because boy, it was catching shrimp very, very slowly, giving me XP. So let's keep doing that, and we'll end up with a bunch of sardines. Hopefully the cat will like them more, and we'll get to 15 in no time. Level 10. And with that, we hit level 15. Didn't take too long at all, really, because we started switching to salmon and sardine and herrings. So now we've got that, we can net anchovies, we can collect fresh fish, catch soupy fish, and we should now be able to get onto the fishing trawler for the quest. So let's head back to Ardoin and get the fishing trawler done, hopefully. So now we are back with our level 15 fishing. Let's talk to Murphy and see if we can... could I help? Let's get on the fishing. Yep, level 15. Oh, I need some rope as well. There's also a slight problem with leaks. Nothing swamp paste won't fix. And a kraken. Okay. I hope you're a good swinger. Oh, let's just go. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming the achievement is just for, like, doing it. Hopefully I don't have to complete it. What do you mean I can't reach that? You said meet me on the boat. What am I doing wrong? You can't take that cat out on the trawler. Okay. Read the box. Okay, so I actually need to put it in the bank. Let's stick him in the bank. There you go. Let me just shove my cat into this post box. And then we go again. Let's see if we can do it now. I've got a rod, I've got a net. I don't know if I need any of this. Should I be bringing all of this? I don't know. Trawler will leave in 1 minute. If you have a team, get them on board now. I don't have a team. No one wants to play with me. So I'm doing it on my own. Just me and my guy Murphy. Okay, it looks like we are off. We've got the achievement, which I think was the whole reason for us doing this. So let's see if we can fish well. You use an axe to fend off kraken attacks. Don't have that. Don't have a hammer. Don't have a rope. Don't have a swamp paste. Don't have a bucket. Okay. Can I just leave? I can't do any of this. Can I just teleport away? It's too far from the shore to teleport. Okay. Well, I guess I will just run around and see if I can survive this. Maybe if I climb up here. Yeah, see, from up here everything looks fine. This is meant to be wet, right? I'm sorry, Murphy. You really picked the wrong guy to have on your boat. Ah, okay. So we can just be asked to been taken back. I insist, Murphy. Take me back. Save yourself. We're going down. So what happens now? Can I climb on a barrel? You climb on a barrel and begin to kick your way to shore. You make it to shore tired and weary. Perfect. Doesn't look like I lost anything either. So that's another achievement done. And on that note, after a very wet end to the episode, we're going to end it here. And we'll carry on with the achievements for the quest next time. So thank you all for watching. Please take a moment to like and comment and subscribe. The comments are especially helpful as I end up doing stuff like this, which I wouldn't be doing otherwise. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.